Hello everyone, welcome back to Knights of the Old Republic. So we're gonna bash down a door. No, just kidding. Last time we were in the sewers. We were looking for Mission and Zaalbar. Well, actually, we found Mission. We're looking for Zaalbar. He's apparently about to be sold into slavery, possibly by Gamorreans. So we're trying to save him. Ran some rat goals. Rat goals suck. Oh, there's Gamorreans. Okay, funny thing. I was looking at like my phone, I believe, during that, so I wasn't expecting those enemies to pop out. So those enemies just came rushing at me, and that scared the shit out of me. But thankfully, my AI handled it pretty well. And they killed a couple of them, or actually one of them. I flurried the other one to death. So I almost destroyed that weapons locker. Probably wouldn't have gotten as much. But Mission is a lockpick sort of person, so, or a thief type, so she can lockpick that. And we got all Zaalbar's stuff. Okay, so I made a save before this room, and I'm going to be completely honest. I spent about 30 minutes or so on this one room, right here, probably 20 actually, because past that door, there are a bunch of Gamorrean guards. Like there's like a Gamorrean raid leader and like a chief, and they're very hard to kill with my current levels and equipment. In fact, they decimate me, my whole party. What the game intends you to do is go this other pathway, which I'll be showing really quickly. Whoa. It's a fucking 360. You go down this pathway, and if you go to this door over here, there will be a room to the right. Sorry, and this room to the right has a droid you can repair, and you can send it into that room with the Gamorreans, and it'll make your life way easier. I wish I would have known this when I was spending like about an hour or so on this, because that would have helped. Now, I keep changing the time. It was like, for sure it was like 20 minutes or so I spent on this area. But yeah, I wish I would have known that. So yeah, you gotta go in here, and there's actually, okay, there's a mine you can disable first. I believe there's also a journal in here. Yeah, an outcast corpse. What's in it? What's on the corpse? Yeah, the Promised Land journal. You can find a couple of these in this area. Actually, probably a lot more, but you know, journal record, a long difficult search to find the Promised Land, many half-completed maps, and cryptic notes. You need to decipher whether the letters are simply a child's fable or someone else, but it's all the journal is not. So yeah, basically, it just has some notes in it about the supposed Promised Land. There's a save. Because I didn't want to do all that shit over again, because I spent literally like 20 minutes. I kept walking into that room, getting completely massacred by Gamorreans, rinse repeat cycle. I tried literally everything. I tried throwing grenades, I tried hand to hand combat, it didn't really work. So yeah, now I have the sentry droid up, or it's the rusted droid. But it's going to, I put it in patrol mode and optimize its weapons. So it's gonna march straight into that room and mess some people up, and I have to go in that room because I can access Zaalbar's cell from there. That's the only way we can get in, because his actual cell door is locked, if you remember. So I gave everyone blasters. So yeah, we're all gonna be shooting at some Gamorreans right now. Looks at Cancer. Cancer's gonna actually whack this Gamorrean really quick. Good. Now, yeah, they're gonna, now we just gotta, this droid's gonna try to keep these other ones busy. I'm gonna try to give Cancer a blaster, I believe. Yeah. That'll make it so where I don't have to take the hits from the Gamorreans. As you can see, look at this droid already just doing a bunch of work for us. And all that's left is the chief. And he is a goner. So thank goodness I found all those repair parts in this area, or in the areas before, or else that would have taken way longer. Hey, see, I got really happy there because I finally got it. I finally beat the area.
This is one of those old-style manual locks. No computer codes or nothing. The sewers is the only place you'd see one of these on Terrace. You can't use conventional security spikes on these old locks. But don't worry. I've come across them before. I've rigged up a little device that should do the trick.
Voila. Sight for sore eyes mission. Ooh.
I'm glad to see you too, Big Z. You didn't think I'd forget about you. Mission in Zaalbar, together forever.
Who's that with you?
These are my new friends, Big Z. Without them, I could never have
Yeah, Wookiees take a while to talk. You know the language of my people that is rare among your species. I am impressed. Yeah, our character's conveniently well versed in many alien languages, cause you know, game. You have saved me from a life of servitude and slavery. There is only one way I can ever repay such an act. I will swear a life debt to you. Wookiees and their life debts.
You sure about that, Big Z? Think about it carefully. You better be sure about this.
I am sure, mission. This is an issue of great importance to me. Because of our great physical strength, Wookiees are being used as slave labor on our own home world. Where they see us as brutes and animals to be exploited. Over the years, slavery has taken many of my people. We must always be on guard against raids against our villagers. When the Gamorreans captured me, I thought I was doomed to a life of servitude. I've been saved from such a fate, and all I can repay that is through my life debt. So basically, he's gonna swearing a life debt. Yeah.
Wow, this is major. Do you realize what it means? A life debt is the most solemn vow a Wookiee can make. It means he'll stay by your side for the rest of your life. Wherever you go, whatever you do, Zaalbar will be with you.
Yeah. So he's gonna swear his life debt. Yeah.
I guess this means
I'm not gonna be a dick.
wherever Big Z goes, I'm going. I almost lost him once. It's not gonna happen again. So, I guess I still owe you one secret path into the Vulkar base. That was the deal, wasn't it? Don't worry. I know a back door into that scum den.
So buy one get one free. We get Zaalbar and we get
I
mission.
better come with you. The Vulkars put up a
2 new party members.
I'm one of the
And I don't really use Zaalbar too much. Sometimes I do,
remember exactly how to get there,
but
I know it was somewhere here in the sewers. Over to the northeast, if I remember right. I just hope the Rancor monster isn't still there.
Rancor.
There used to be a Rancor monster that made its nest in that part of the sewers. Pretty much eats anything it can get its claws on. That thing is huge. Luckily, Rancors aren't too bright. I was able to sneak past it before, so I'm sure we'll figure something out. That is, unless you want to change your mind.
Yeah. We're just gonna go.
Okay then, off we go. Well, like I said, somewhere to the southeast. Just look for the force shield, and we'll know we're there.
So like I said, I don't use Zaalbar for this area. I might use him later. I mean, he's pretty much just... I guess he probably has more health than Mission. Honestly, I don't know why I still use Mission. Probably just because Mission has some better stats at this point. More leveled up, you know. And because story-wise, it kind of makes sense if Mission's here right now. That being said, this droid would get out of my way. We're going to, I guess, head to the actual place we need to go now. It's like the southeast of this mine, or mine, what? Mine, I mean sewer. But first let's go here. So you got a corpse. A door that leads to, oh, a mine. I want to disable that. There you go. And the game does spawn rackles behind you. So I'm gonna have to fight these things. I even remember it did this. It just likes to do this randomly, just spawn enemies behind you. So I'm gonna have to get cancer over here too. Uh-oh. This can't be good. Yeah, like I said, I'm saving these level ups for like quick heals on my allies, because that is a very viable strategy. But I'm gonna give Mission a Vibroblade as well as me. By me, I mean cancer. Just so we can have double that action going. Time to rumble. Yeah, these are normal rat goals. They go down really fast. That was good. Except for the fact that Karth got hit a little bit. This ladder just takes us back to the Undercity, obviously. But where is the question? Looks like we're to the southwest of the city, sorta. Well, no? Wait. Are we in the city right now? Wait, we can't be. I don't even know where we are, actually. Well, whatever. We're just gonna go back down. Alright, heading back to the sewers. We're going to get to the southeast, or wherever we're supposed to go. Oh, there it is. The northeast is where this force shield is. So we're gonna go here. And mission should be able to handle this. Well, first we're gonna disable this mine. I believe what I wanted to do was there was like a room I missed near the beginning of the sewer, so I wanted to backtrack to that. I wasn't sure where to go first. I decided to do this first.
You won't be able to get that computer to lower the energy fields unless you know the proper codes. Lucky for you, I've got them. I picked them off the pocket of a Black Vulkar who had a little too much to drink in the cantina one night.
Ooh.
Here, let me get that energy field down for you.
And the field is down, I believe? Yes, it is. I'm not sure if you can do that if mission isn't in your party. It wouldn't make sense if you couldn't, or if you could, it wouldn't make sense. So I'm gonna assume you probably do need her in your party to do that. Another great thing about this game, no random encounters of any type. Once you kill an enemy, they're gone from that area. Maybe they could, I don't know if respawning enemies is a thing. Like if you leave the area like for a long time and come back. But for the most part, since you're never gonna really be doing that, you should never have to worry about fighting the enemies again. Except for certain areas where enemies might respawn, which I believe can only be like in the last area of the game. Alright, so
Yes.
I decided Karth should throw a grenade. We'll see how that goes.
Yes.
Oh, look at that. That grenade kinda sucked. Wait. Okay. Yeah, mission's gonna get a vibroblade now. I figured that was too much for Cancer to handle, even though he is pretty much a huge tank at this point. Oh, look at that critical hit. Take that. Nice. Went rather well. Oh, you want to move sometime in the near future? Oh, I almost got stuck. That just sucked. Alright, so now we're going across here. Yeah, there's another outcast corpse. Another Promised Land journal. Also some other good stuff too. Got those juicy med packs. Uh-oh, editing error coming up soon, I believe. At least this is an editing error anyhow. No, maybe it wasn't, but I can't see anything on my screen. That's not good. Not good at all. Yeah, my whole screen's black right now. I should have tested this before I started watching the video. Hopefully it comes back in a second. That wasn't an editing error. I just cut out the backtracking back to the force field. And I'm in that new area now. I believe there are enemies. I'm pretty sure there's Gamorreans and rat ghouls here. I could be wrong, because, you know, my fucking editing program has to suck ass and I can't see anything. But yeah. Could very well be, rat ghouls and other things here. I don't know if my video's gonna come back. Oh, this sucks. I'm not gonna redo this video. By the way, I've already spent 15 minutes talking over this shitty game. I'd rather not re-record this audio. It's back. Okay, that took a while. I come back and I see a bunch of dead Gamorreans and rat ghouls. And this is why you check your... Oh, they actually fight each other. I didn't even get to see that. Yeah, the Gamorreans and rat ghouls fight each other, so you can just let them whittle each other down a little bit. Well, I didn't really do that. I just went in guns a-blazing. Whatever works. Sometimes they'll fight each other, sometimes they'll target you automatically. So it's just sort of weird what they do. Another area with a bunch of branching pathways. Well, not really a bunch, but there's like a couple of places where it can be different. As you can see, there's another pathway down there, so I should have gone down first. It's just a little room, and compared to this is where you have to go to progress.
Yes.
Oh, the AI lagging behind again. I really hate when they do that. Karth is like 500 kilometers behind us. Alright, so we're going to be shooting. Take that. Alright, and Karth is finally here after doing absolutely nothing for us.
Yeah?
Nice.
Yes.
Can't go into any of those rooms, if those even were rooms. Another room here with... I believe there's a malfunctioning droid over there as a new enemy. Not much really to write home about with him, he just shoots at you.
Ready.
It's preferably you should have an ion blaster here, which I will be equipping on mission here.
What?
Because with ion blaster you can do a little bit more damage to that droid. As you can see, already a little bit more to write home about there, that damage. Boosh.
Yes.
Done and done. Yeah, nothing else in this room. That was literally all there was, just a malfunctioning droid. We're gonna disable this gas mine here. I'm not gonna try to recover any mines, as I don't believe my demolition skill is high enough to where I can reliably do that. I don't want to blow myself up like I did earlier in the series in that apartment. So I'm gonna go ahead and actually just disarm the mines, or disable them. More Gamorreans. Friggin' nerds, I tell ya. So easy to kill.
Yeah?
Mission's gonna be a dumbass though, and run straight up to them to actually kill them with a blaster, because you know that's totally what you have to do. I decided to might as well just give Cancer Blade 2 if mission's going in.
Yes.
Or you can just stand there. Oh my goodness. Yeah, as you can see, I'd used that level up. One hit from a Gamorrean was enough to put mission like at almost one hitter. Yeah. Mission's agility can usually get her through melee combat, but when she gets hit, oh boy, you really see it. You really see it take its toll. Even with that combat suit on, she was still taking massive damage. Alright. More mine disabling. And I believe this is where we have to go. So I realize this. Yes. Oh.
You're a pilot for the Republic.
Oh, here's some dialogue here.
You've been all over the galaxy, I bet, right? So tell me, how would you rate Taurus compared to other worlds you've seen?
To be honest, Mission, Terrace would rate pretty low. The prejudice, the rich spoiling themselves while the poor are crushed beneath them. It's not a pretty picture.
Yeah, but that's only since the Sith occupation. Before that, well, I guess it wasn't all that different, really. Maybe Taurus ain't as great as I thought, you know?
Trust me, Mission, there are a lot of worlds better than Terrace. There are worse, too, but Terrace is no place for a kid to live on her own. Even a kid who's got a Wookiee to look out for.
Hey, I ain't no kid. I look out for Zaalbar as much as he looks out for me. Big C's my friend, not my babysitter. Jeez, I come ask you a question, you give me a lecture.
Don't you snap at me, Mission. You want a lecture?
Oh
How's
my
this?
gosh.
Only bratty little children fly off the handle because of a simple comment.
I don't have to listen to you, Karth. You ain't my father, though you're sure old enough to be.
Oh.
So keep your lectures inside your withered old head, because I don't need them.
And I sure as hell don't need this. Look, let's just drop it and get back to what we were doing.
So they randomly decided to argue with each other for like literally no reason. Okay, well, if I get stuck on mission a little bit, we're going to actually backtrack to that first room. I probably should have cut this out, but I'm stupid, so why would I do that? I really like the character interactions in this game. As you get more characters, they all start talking to each other a little bit more, like just randomly as you're walking around, and you know, it gives you a nice surprise every now and then what happens. Oh, there's a mine I can disable. I'm gonna hope I can disable it, which I can, hopefully. And this gives me another ladder, also some corpses. Like I said, getting all these med packs will help you out in the long run. Exit top of the ladder seems to be blocked, so I backtracked to the severed arm, and I got a synthesized odor and then a Beck. Is that a Beck data pad or something like that? Let me see. Yeah, data pads needs to be detailed plans hidden Beck had to get into the Vulkar base. Of note is the following. Synthesize a substance with an odor that resembles a favorite prey of Rancors. If you place the bait properly, they can lure the Rancor into easily lethal enough to kill it. Or something like that. Something lethal. So what you have to do here, there's a corpse pile, and the Rancor, you cannot take him head on. If you do, you will get your ass killed. So what you want to do is put the odor in here. There's a grenade in here. You can take the stuff and just put in one grenade. I probably should have done that, but I decided to just use the odor anyway. So what you gotta do is put the odor in there. Since there's a grenade, he'll be an idiot and eat it. Eat that pile. And when he does that, snort. I love how they captioned that. Yeah, he'll eat the grenade too, and he'll die. Simple enough. Alright, so there you go. Good shit. You can also try to get his remains if you want to. Don't know what that was. You can try to get his remains too if you want. But I mean, I tried to cut him open and see what's inside. But like, whenever I do that, it just kills him. Or it just disappears for some reason. I don't know why that happened. Anyway. Well, that's it for the Rancor. Now we're just gonna have to open this door. We can get into the Vulkar base now. This is pretty much the way through. There are some guards, but they're simple enough to take out. Just get some blasters ready. Ready, aim, fire. Fire! Power blasts all around, except for Mission, who uses the sniper shot. Well, she has to get a blaster first, dipshit. I decided to try Zaalbar's bowcaster a little bit more since I got it. I'm not sure if the certain weapons for certain characters, if they do better with that character, or if you can just use them however. I don't know if it would really make sense if it just only worked with this certain character. So, none of my party members can shoot apparently. Thankfully that guy can't shoot either. As you saw, we missed like all of those shots. And we missed again. This is pretty lame. Finally. Duh! So we're gonna loot some more corpses and remains. And with that, we will be nearing the end of this video, I believe. Yeah. So we're going to be taking this elevator. This will be taking us to the Black Vulkar base. Hope you all enjoyed this session, or this episode of Knights of the Old Republic. Tune in next time when we take on this Vulkar base and get that accelerator, get that swoop race finished, and win Bastila. See you then.